I just got off the phone with Tom Mercado from the Budget Committee. This thing with Favre screwed up, Pooch.
What? They can't lump us in with that fucking Martian.
We're all in the same boat, fellas.
But our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really. Evil shenanigans.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
It's about that time, Dragon in the Afternoon, only on Styling Radio, and it is Friday, people. It is Happy Friday, it is Fuck Off Friday, and Beer 30 is, I can see it, man, I can see it.
Around the corner.
It's around the corner, it's down the bend, it's down the tunnel, and we're going to help you get there this afternoon. So,
or drag you there quicker.
Yeah, we're going to drag our ass there quicker. And, by the way, there is a new line of apparel coming out. You guys will be able to see this on StylingMotorsports.com. The Orangey line. The Evil Tiki Torch. Or the Evil Tiki God. That's what it is. It's not a Tiki Torch.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, we got some new shirts coming out for my custom truck. Orangey, the Ultimate Tiki God. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of cool shit, man. But there's a lot of shit to talk about that's happened in the last 24 hours.
Not really cool.
That's not really cool. And, and the thing is, I saw this coming with MPK.
Oh, yeah.
And we had talked about it. We really didn't get hardcore into it about it on the radio show, but behind the scenes, I mean, like I told everybody, it's done. I mean, it's...
I never really was a big fan of MPK.
Yeah.
I liked the OG stuff. I didn't like the MPK stuff. I can watch, NHRA anywhere.
Well,
that was too close to that, you know what I mean?
Well, let's get into this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, I told Justin Shearer, Big Chief, and Sean years ago when we started doing the show, this is no different than the monster truck industry. You better save your money.
Mm-hmm.
Who's been saving their money?
Nobody.
Big Chief.
Yeah.
He walked away from the deal. So,
yeah,
I'm going to explain some stuff to you listeners, and not everybody's going to explain it this way, okay? But this is the fucking bottom line. In the monster truck industry, in the early 80s, people were building trucks and crushing cars and making money, right?
Right.
Well, then about 87, stuff started getting more organized. 88, they ran the first real monster truck racing series.
Right.
Which USA won,
Yep.
But the big hitters like Barefoot and Taurus wasn't in on that deal at first.
Right.
So it was kind of a select deal.
Mm-hmm.
There was other trucks that were way faster than them guys.
Right.
And they had to fight to get onto that deal. But then there was other series that pop up. So you kind of go which way you want to go, right?
Right.
Then things got more corporate. More corporate people got in. Like Ford was sponsoring Bigfoot. Barefoot went over to Dodge. I mean, the big three got involved, right? Ford, Chevy, and Dodge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that went for so many years, and then the bottom blew out. Feld Entertainment, which is Barnum and Bailey Circus, bought up Gravedigger and a majority of the trucks. The reason why they bought Gravedigger is because they were in a lawsuit, and Dennis couldn't afford it. and their ride truck had rolled over and some people got hurt. Feld Entertainment bought everything out and act like it never happened. And then they put together Monster Jam. Well, Bigfoot was never involved in that because it was over a 25-cent t-shirt deal. They wanted 25 cents more for their t-shirts. Well, they told them to go fuck off, and they created Blue Thunder, which was sponsored by Ford. So they didn't need Bigfoot. They don't need any of these trucks, right?
Right.
Barefoot sold. Taurus, the kid got in trouble with a bunch of trouble, let's put it that way. That's a whole nother story. And they sold the trucks out, but they retained the name. So, how does this relate to Street Outlaws? Well, it's the same thing. People's been street racing for years. If you go back, my father was the one that did the put up or shut up, put up about $100,000 of his own money in the 90s to see who was the world's fastest street car. That's how this whole concept come about with Street Outlaws. And Street Outlaws, by the way, after American Chopper was done, Pilgrim Films filmed that, and the family hated each other. They needed another show.
Right.
And they did other shows, but the big thing is, with this, is they went to YouTube to see what the hot thing is. Well, we stopped doing import car racing and went back to what we normally do.
Right.
And the 405 had the fastest cars out there. And so when they got contacted, Justin Shear contacted me, and he asked me personally, is this real? Do you know these guys? And I'm like, yeah, I know these guys. You know, they're a real company, you know.
Right.
And what the fans fell in love with was the street racing, the camaraderie, and the nonsense, and the horseplay, and the fights, and the arguments, and the drama. And, you know, they had a good show.
Right.
So Bristol, this was where the fans wanted to meet the racers. So now it's time, because we were already doing back to the concrete on the back of the track and all kinds of other shit. So Reaper, James Goad, and Chuck, and a couple people wanted to do their own deal after Bristol. Now, Bristol was mainly after a major stock car race, and they didn't realize, hell, the Street Outlaw thing was bigger than the circle track deal.
Right.
So we did Bristol, right, which was with Justin Shear, and Justin ended up winning it. Those were with street cars.
Right.
NPK started. The first 2 seasons were more street cars, but then they got PDRA in there, and Lonnie played with the rules to make the cars faster. So they're glorified fucking pro stock cars now. Now, when I say pro stock cars, everybody's like, well, they're not a clutch car. Okay, well, they got lettering all up on the side. It looks like NHRA. By the way, they're glorified pro mods.
Yeah, that's what they are, pro mods.
So, but when you go, my thing is, when you go to an NPK race, the cars started to look more pro stockish.
Yeah, he did.
You know, not the chassis wise, but I'm talking about all the lettering all over it. Kai Kelly's car, shocker, the original one's a tube chassis car. It's an ex-pro stock car.
Yeah.
Well, more and more this goes on, the bubble's eventually going to burst.
Right.
Pilgrim got a new CEO because they got overextended on buying Warner Brothers, right? So they got to start cutting stuff. But they made the wrong decision by cutting Street Outlaws, but they didn't know how to revamp the show. There's a whole season of fucking NPK no one's ever seen.
I know.
Where they wanted everybody to team up and this and this and this. Dude, this is how real life is. This new CEO of Pilgrim, or not Pilgrim, but of Discovery, said there's no emotion in Street Outlaws. So they wanted everybody, if you ever watch the older shows, when you come back down, everybody claps.
Yeah, I know, it's dumb.
Dude, nobody does that in real life.
Nope.
So now you're making it more commercialized for TV to fit the different demographics. They had to slow Chuck down on beating people up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know.
And Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't think that's funny when Bobby and Birdman got into it, and he's like, "I got a shoe." Like it was a fucking trophy.
Yep. That was funny, though.
That was funny as fuck.
It was. That's good TV, though. That's shit I would see, you know?
Yeah, so I mean, I look at it like this, you know.
Jerry Bird got arrested.
Oh, yeah, Jerry Bird. I was there when that happened. Yeah, Scott Taylor had to go get his bonds license to bond him out.
Who was it he was racing? Oh, he was racing Bob and what's his name?
Yeah, racing to Vegas.
Shane and Bob.
Shane and Bob. I was there. I was there when that happened.
I like how Shane just turned off. Why do you think
And that was not filmed for TV. That was Olympi's deal. That was a real street race. That was cash days.
Yep. That was funny shit. Then they all went and got him out. That was funny.
Well, what I think's fucked up is the fucking in-car footage. They wouldn't let him turn the nitrous bottle off. That's what's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't have the car towed, though, did they? They just put him in jail. Because the guys went and got the car.
No, they impounded the car.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We had to go get the car out. I stayed 2 extra days to help them with that deal.
Wait.
So that's the reason why me and Jerry Bird's pretty good friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Jerry's a great guy, you know. But the thing is,
pretty cool.
yeah, I mean, I become friends with a lot of these guys, and I knew a lot of these guys before Street Outlaws, you know.
Right.
So, I mean, hell, when Kai first showed up, I was there. He couldn't even fill out the paperwork to fucking sign his own name to fucking do it, you know.
That was frightening.
Which I think is funny as fuck.
Right.
So yeah, I'll give you a little sneak peek here.
Oh, yeah?
A little sneaky peek here. So my, not trying to change the subject because we're going to keep talking about this. My, oil cap.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the new cover looks like.
Like here.
Jimmy. Here you go.
Loaded yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's right there. So anyway, so back to what I was saying about the MPK stuff. Like,
Yeah.
they had to have something to meet the fans.
Right.
But I had warned them, and I kept telling, you know, Lonnie from PDRA, man, I mean, well, they want to see the cars go faster. Well, people want to see the times. Well, these guys want to go faster because they're racers.
Right.
And so the rules is all fucked up. Well, finally, after the deal went to shit, now there's no fucking rules.
Yeah.
You can fucking run nitromethane if you want. And,
Well, you got steel roof and quarters.
well, as long as you got steel roof and quarters and somewhat factory wheelbase.
Mm-hmm.
And the small tire deal is what really fucked all this up.
Mm-hmm.
They had a big payout. They didn't have the turnout that they thought they were going to have. And they canceled the Canadian deal, which was fucking stupid. And then, you know, because they're not making the money that they wanted. Now, when I was working for them in this conversion, and I'm going to tell you listeners straight up, I was getting paid damn good money.
Uh-huh.
With Speed Promotions, they offered me 15% of my salary, and I said, I can't do it. And they got upset.
Right.
And they were like, you should do it for the love of it. It's like this, people. I can spend $35,000 a weekend and run my own drag car and race for 40 grand. The math don't make sense. But you have sponsors that overfix that, along with t-shirt and toy sales, right?
Right.
However,
Right.
it takes up a lot of my time, and I got to pay a staff. Okay, so it's about $35,000 a weekend.
Right.
Now, you look at the flip side of it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I could build a 530 a little gangster car
Mm-hmm.
and race for 10 grand or up to 25 grand at certain places,
Mm-hmm.
and it only costs me 8 grand a weekend.
Right.
So with that said, and with my job and everything else, I own several businesses. It don't make sense for me to do.
Right.
So I wanted to go back into the car and truck show stuff that I was doing. And that's where we are today.
Right.
And I am proud to say I own, Show World. I own Slammin' Shows, along with Slammin' and Jammin' and Styling at the Lake. And I've got big national shows, and I've got my smaller shows, you know what I'm saying? And when I mean
Right.
smaller, I'm not talking mom and pop. No, they're national shows. But
Right.
they're one-day shows, And I'm
Right.
focused on the car club. So there's a lot of shit that I'm doing that makes more sense. However, it just kind of is what it is. Hey, by the way, do you like that graphic for my oil cap?
Yeah.
That's pretty badass, huh? So,
That's cool.
so yeah, I mean, I've been working on stuff and, this, and this, and I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm happy being single. I can go do what I want to do. But
Right.
these guys, and when we come back from the break, because we're getting ready to switch back over to music, there's a lot we got to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
Where are these guys going to end up? We already know where some of them are.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we're going to talk about that right after this. You're listening to 96.1 Dragon in the afternoon.